Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 2/8/2025. An 8. That number 8 is a big one, right? Bodhi and me. She likes to make biscuits, is what I guess they call it when they do that little pressing thing on my chest. Whenever we get in bed, I'm getting in bed with my cat. She comes up there and she wants me to lay on my chest or on my back so that she can get up on my chest. And so that's making me sleep on my back. And then she likes to do her biscuits thing on my chest, and she likes to lay across, and then she likes to get face to face. It was weird. I wake up sometimes and she's like that, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to sleep. What's going on here, Bodhi? Hey, 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 hey! Ooh, whoa! Don't you forget about me. I'll be the one dancing, you know it, baby. I don't know how I segued from Bodhi on my chest to... I think I just wanted to sing. I didn't sing much in the last few videos, so I was trying to force a song in there. And I remembered I was looking for my songs for tonight because I sing karaoke. And I was trying to remember. I do 3 or 4, and then I have, another few that I work on just in case I decide to sing more than a few songs. And I have been singing more recently. But, so anyways, that was one of the songs that I'm like, I could do that one. And that would be one of my, 4th or 5th songs. And I don't know, I decided to shove it in my video. And I get to make the rules, so whatever. How do I want to be remembered? I was thinking about that this morning. Everybody's got sniffles lately. A lot of the content providers, a lot of the people that I'm working with, there's a lot of people getting under the weather. I have it a little bit. I definitely don't want any more of it. And dang it. All right, I'll be back. These videos have become kind of a train wreck, but I'm not wanting to keep doing them over and over again. So this is just how it is. This is real life, kids. I'm trying to get into my pages. I got 8 today, I think. Is that what I ended with? Yeah, for the 8th. I'm sorry. All right, listen. So let's get back into it. I don't want to be remembered. I want to be a reminder that no matter where you are, when you are, why you are, today is a new day to start again. There is no quit in this kid. One of my favorites in the movies is the nod of the rival. Kind of a smile whenever, like Apollo Creed had knocked down Rocky so many times and he got up again and he's just like, because he knows that he would have gotten up again, I guess is what they're trying to say in it. Then I thought about Tom and Jerry. I used to like to watch Tom and Jerry. I thought it was a pretty great show. I don't think Tom ever wanted to catch Jerry. It was the play that they enjoyed. That took me to... Oh, and then I went, I think Elmer Fudd, though, was trying to kill Bugs, for sure. Seemed like he was really ready and getting into it. Then I got into the Tasmanian Devil. Was always kind of my favorite. I don't know why. I think that that's probably common among boys. And then Wile E. Coyote. I thought the Roadrunner was kind of a... Can I say this? Was kind of a bitch. And, then, let's see if I want to go down here. Basically, I went with moment of weakness, moment of strength, and knowing the difference between that. I talked a little bit about the VHS rentals, and the Be Kind Rewind is just a courteous thing to do whenever you're part of that was a different time. You can see a difference. So the business owner had these tapes, and as part of when they're doing a service, they're asking the customer to rewind the tape when it comes back to try to reduce the amount of load of time that it takes to process things. It's really just being kind, is to rewind the tape so that the people, when they get it in, the next person that plays it doesn't have to rewind it all the way back to the end to start it. And I wasn't good about that. And I also was a horrible renter in general. I knew that they were very predatory kind of penalty programs in place. That happens in almost everywhere. There's so many predatory, high penalty things that are people take advantage of people that are making bad decisions, bad habits, and they're profiting off of it. What a great society we live in. And it's almost held up. And the people that are the ones that are just made bad decisions, but today is a new day to start again, or trying to fix it, are getting clobbered by the people that are like, you should have done better. And you're like, I'm trying. And they're like, you should have done better. That's their jerks. The voice I hear, you'll hear this. People say, I've heard people allude that when I'm doing my things in the morning like this, then I'm talking to the devil. The voice I hear is from the devil. And even if that is true, I think it's important to remember, as I've said before, is the devil is a child of God. And God authored the conversation. If that's your belief. Don't be afraid of things that come to you or come from you or for you or run away from you or come against you. If you can't beat them, join them kind of thing. Not this child. No, sir. No, ma'am. I go where I go. I do what I do. I am who I am. I said what I said. Am I sorry? What am I sorry for? Who am I sorry for? When I ask you if I am your friend, what would you say? Ask yourself, are they friends? Are they foes? Is there an in-between? I bumped into a young man that I didn't recognize, that once I did, I remembered. And, well, I don't really remember anything other than the feeling you get when you see a connection that you'd seen before that reminds you that there was a person you once were that you no longer are. And I love those moments. But you can't really explain that it's almost like you do, though. Like, you both look at each other and go, like, I've been through so much. And I'm not really the same person I once was, but it's really good to see you. And I'd like to talk to you about it and see what you went through and see where you're at and how you landed where you landed. I have found, bumping into people that I thought would be on a different trajectory seem to be in different places, but they're in the same place I thought that they'd be in other ways. So then I'm going to stay on my script here. There was a reason you once were that you no longer are. There was a reason for it. And it's to remind. I live for moments like that. Like, that's what I live for. We don't miss moments. We have them every day. This is a moment. You're not wasting it. I mean, you might think you are, but you're not. It stands on its own. It's independent. The moments you missed are not yours. If you long for others' moments, you miss your own. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're going to miss a lot of laughs. Don't make a joke of your life. I really love that. That really resonated with me at a time I was watching, and I don't remember what tribe it was, but it was in one of those stories that's handed down, and they were talking about the purpose of life, and the purpose is don't make a joke of your life. But it had a whole different idea of what a joke was and what life is. So it's hard to relate it, but I resonated with the idea that, like, even in your funny moments, it's not about being funny. It's about living life. Life is funny on its own. It is a comedy and a tragedy and all. I watched a little bit of Jerry Seinfeld. I was going to be careful here because I really don't understand any of these stars anymore. There seems to be so much like darkness underneath, but he does seem to be like one of the ones from, there's a movie where Eddie Murphy plays a dark horse congressman that comes out of nowhere and becomes a U.S. congressman, and has no real qualifications to do so, but he gets there. Anyways, there's a do-gooder that he keeps bumping into that tries to show him that there is a real fight here to fight. And I don't know, Jerry Seinfeld kind of reminds me of that for some reason, but he probably is not, because I've seen some other things. It's hard. You can't, these people are putting on a face. It's a brand, so it's hard to really tell what's true. But he definitely resonates, and funny is funny. Well, anyways, what he said was, you can't make funny. It just is funny. The trick to the blue. So right now you have red in office. It's going hard red. There's a lot to it, but the blue is doing its own thing and has been very successful. And that's really what's been, when red is strong, actually blue's getting stronger too, because it's just in a different way. And blue has a different grounds roots way of making long-term moves, is what I found. Because they do seem to be, what's funny is they center on this individualism of peace and love and doing the right thing, but it's in a group setting. That you got to use the structure of the group. That's how you do that. That's how you ensure it. I think it comes from the original sin idea, honestly, is that we can't do it on our own. We have to have help. We have to have things in place to make it to the bad people don't do bad stuff. There's a lot of problems with that, obviously, just in logic, but it's very emotional based too, blue is. And I think it's because of water, maybe, and water has more of a there is a difference between water and fire. Most of the causes are branches of core problems. That's the thing, is that, like, we're up in the branches generally when we're organizing and doing stuff on our level, on like an individual level, and you're starting to make causes and groups that you're trying to get going. There's a lot of things to the foundation of it, but the problem is that we are trying to fix problems up here, and so we're still involved in the matrix. So you're not really fixing anything. You're oiling a machine that could be for your detriment, is really what it is. Nope. We don't do elephants and donkeys here at New Day to start. I am not going to do it. No, sir, no, ma'am. Not going to talk about politics. I'm pretty good. I know a lot, but I don't like it, and I don't want to do it. I'm going to devote my attention into something else. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday. I'm in love. Okay, it's Saturday. It's retail. We're gonna restart. Should I clap again? I was supposed to be dramatic, and I really don't like how it all flowed, but whatever. Okay, so it's Saturday. In retail sales, the week before President's Day in years past, this was it. 40% of your income came between, late January till early March was kind of the trend of it. And he who writes the most tickets wins was one I always heard, but it's you got to be on it. You can't screw around during Pres Days weekend. You got to be in it. you better be turned on. And I was always really good. And I liked it. I liked being prepared and being ready and the fun of watching things. A lot of times what you're doing during the whole year in that kind of setting is you're planting seeds to be harvested. You have your stock ready. You have your store ready. You have everything in the right places. And as the customers are coming in, you have been working to really get yourself set for this time. And in a lot of I was always good at that anyways. And the people that I was around taught me to be good at that, really is probably the better way to say it. But it's different now. It's just different with the retail changing and with online sales. It's just a completely different environment. And if you don't adjust to it, you're not going to be prepared to harvest. And like I said, it's a different time. It's a Tuesday in October can be the biggest day of the year now. It's just so strange. People have different buying habits. It used to be they had to both be together, which still is pretty typical if you have a couple and you're doing a large purchase. So there is still a lot to weekends because that's a lot of times when people can get together at the same time. But it's just, like I said, it's not the same. One thing I really don't want to do is I don't want to be a rabble rouser. Like, I don't want to be somebody out there on the, let's go. Okay, I've already lost credibility. I do kind of want to be that. I've got a hat that's kind of got the little, I'm an Irish guy. I mean, I have some Irish roots to me. Why? Because I see better is why. I see better solutions. I see better ways. And I don't like sometimes when people are leading charges that, and I'm trying to be, this isn't personal. This isn't like one direct moment that I'm talking about right now. That's where I really want to be careful. I don't think that there's many people that are watching these videos, but if you go back and you're watching them and you're aligning it with my day-to-day life, I think a lot of times you can allude that I am talking directly about that, but I'm not. It's just the reference point, and I don't even believe everything that I'm saying. It's just me talking through things. But what I would say is sometimes you have people that just in our system, the way it's designed, they are not, and when somebody is morally not in tune, it's not necessarily because they're a bad person. It's because of the way that they went through of what they've been by reward and benefit and by how society encourages, and a lot of times, very poor behavior. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. Well, it's kind of. I should be in a better position than I am right now. So my role should be more defined. What do you want me to say? My mother planted me to be a late bloomer. That's just the way it is. That's just what I am. And today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday, it doesn't matter. It only serves as a ladder. The Tao is great. Do great. Be great. Be grateful. Have an awesome day out there. It's back to the long videos again.